Good evening. Welcome to Friday Jazz Happy Hour. I am your host, Bill Walker. It is the first show of 2025. I believe we are at episode 241. Hope you are having a good one. We are, here in our household, we are firm believers in 12 days of Christmas, partly because that takes us out to Mary's birthday. So we're still got the tree up and all that sort of thing. And we still got Captain Oink there with the Christmas forest. And stays up. Okay, let me send some greetings. I see that Katie is here. Happy Friday. Dave and Lisa and Katz say aloha from Kona. Happy Friday to you. Bill and Michael are here. Mary is in the house. Ken says Happy New Year. Coming back at ya. Ginger and Barry are out birding. They're going to catch us up later. Alex Perry's here. Happy Friday, Alex. And Nancy is here as well. Happy Friday to you. And Julie is here. Back so soon, she says. Yeah, didn't we just do this? Yes, we did. And that's okay. So, the format's going to be... Oh, Gwen is here. Happy Friday, Gwen. Format's going to be... the closer today is going to be a little bit different. And we'll talk more about that when we get there. But in the meantime, let's start off with a Miles Davis classic. That one's called So What from Miles Davis on the album Kind of Blue. Let's send out some more greetings. Mary Kimberly here is from Decatur, Georgia. Happy Friday. Maybe a little late for happy hour, but so glad you could join us. And Rick and Sherry are here. Happy Friday to you. Bob Hurt says, play one for the birds on around Hamilton. I have a plan for that. Fear not. I'll come to that in a minute. But first, let's do the music of Antonio Carlos Jobim. This is kind of a poppy kind of arrangement of this tune that used to play in Nosabasa all the time. This tune is called Ginji. That one's called Gingy. And Antonio Carlos Jobim Bossa Nova. Longtime favorite of mine. Kira is behind me, and she's agitating. And I know in the chat, Dave says he's got a cat that's out there antsy for treats. So let's take a pause here, and let me set up camera 4, and we'll see what we can do about getting these cats on screen. Just a moment. Well, folks, we have 4 cats. We call them the Fabulous 4. We like to get them on screen when we can. And there's Kira now. That's Kira and Morgan and Rosie. Oh, and Neo's decided to interrupt his nap for us. There's Neo way in the back. Good job, Neo. Hey, John and Tessa are back from the mountains. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Hope things are going well. And Sherry says that Penny is watching. It's good that we have so many cats. You know, the YouTube analytics don't give us a good way to count how many pets are watching the show. But we know it's a solid minority of our viewers, I think. Okay, good job, kitties. Let us move on to a jazz standard, a classic from the American Songbook. This one's called "Fly Me to the Moon." Whoops, wrong sound. Let's start again. That's Fly Me to the Moon, as Bob noticed. OUJ Oakland, Bob's in the house. So glad you could join us. Happy New Year and happy Friday. I have some side channel things here in iMessage that seem to be, yes, Rick and Sherry's cats were aptly watching or attentively watching. Penny was watching the other cats on the TV. It's a worldwide community of cats. All right, let's slow it down a little bit. This is a Hoagie Carmichael tune, to me, made famous by Ray Charles, but of course many people have done it. Georgia on my mind, as Mary Kimberly points out, the state song, and a lovely state song it is too. Good stuff. Okay, now next one goes out to all of you Christmas bird count people, especially those of you who count owls. So our friend Mark Azevedo, I'm not sure he's here tonight, but in spirit, and Mary and Bob Power and Bob Hurd, I know y'all have done this. And in fact, some of us are going to do it tomorrow. That's what Bob Hurt was referring to earlier. The Christmas bird count for Mount Hamilton is tomorrow. And our friend Mike is a keen owler, and so we will be meeting him in Livermore at 3 to get out to our assigned portion of the count circle at 3:45 to check out them owls. So in honor of all that, I would like to play a Bill Evans composition entitled Very Early. That's very early. A waltz from Bill Evans, and that also gets us our waltz quotient for today. Alrighty, now I want to, as we often do on this show, I want to get a little bit funky, and then I have a special world premiere to talk to you about. But let's do this first. This is, I think the right name is Leon Spencer. News asks, is that Bill Evans? That is correct. Correct guess. Okay, so here is here's a tune with a name I think delivers. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to fix my expression pedal, so talk amongst yourselves for just a moment. There we go. Okay, very good. What was I saying? A tune that makes writes a check and then cashes that check. This tune is called Them Funky Changes. Them Funky Changes. Really, what else could you call that song, man? That's what it does. That's what it is. I may have mentioned a musician called Will Blades. He used to teach over at the Jazz School in Berkeley, which is maybe now the Jazz Conservancy. Anyway, I learned that song from him. It's so awesome. Okay. Now, I would like to do something a little bit different as a warm down, cool down. And I hinted at this in Facebook and other places. So, when we were on our recent trip to the sub-Antarctic islands south of New Zealand, I had a chance to play some music on the ship. And the staff photographer, who we knew as Photo Steve, because there were, I think, 4 people on the expedition staff named Steve. But Steve Bradley, who was the official photographer and also runs a business called Walkabout Photography, he invited me to improvise music for the closing night slideshow. And that was really fun. And then I made a proposal to him, hey, why don't you give me a chance to clean that up and make it better, and we can use it when you publish the video to the participants. So I had some downtime this week. I've been working on that. I think it's close to done. And I wrote to him to ask, would it be okay if I share that with my audience on my live stream? And he thought that was fine. And so here we are. So oftentimes when I've done something like this, I've been showing you my photography, and we'll certainly get back to that. But in the meantime, what you're about to see is the photographs of Steve Bradley from Heritage Expeditions from the 3rd to the 19th of December. And then what you're going to hear is music that I improvised in the last 3 or 4 days. And I tried to keep it in the spirit of the original. So I didn't use a metronome. I didn't, I pretty much tried to play everything live. I fixed a few notes. And I worked in sections because I had the video laid out in front of me, so I knew how long each section was supposed to be. That is the intro to that. And I'm going to let this play. Now, the way I've got my computer set up, I have a suspicion I'm not going to be able to hear the sound. So I would love when this starts, I would love for you to chime in and let me know that you can hear the sound. That sounds okay. Okay, so without further ado, the Birding Down Under slideshow from Heritage Expeditions, photos by Steve Bradley, and music by Bill Walker. Well, there you go, friends. The soundtrack that I made, and I really appreciate all the kind words and observations there. That was really great. Um, and I got to find out what it feels like to listen to this with all of you listening as well. I'm pretty happy. I'm one or two changes I might make, but I think that's pretty much done and that's good because life's going to get busy next week. So, thank you all for sticking around for that. We're running a little long. I may or may not leave this in the video after it's posted. I need to check with Steve. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, it was a pleasure playing for you, and I'm going to get straight to bed because I'm getting up in a couple hours. Anyway, we will be back in your feed next Friday. Let's see. A couple housekeeping things. You can please hit the like button if you liked it. That helps other people find the show. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel and get notified when we are on the air. We've got a website at fridayjazzhappyhour.com, and there you can sign up for our email mailing list. Barry tells me there might be a problem with that, so I hope not, but I'll try to get that checked out here in a few days. What else? Yeah, the website has a list of some of our tip jar charities as well. Okay, so that is it for now. Thanks for all the kind words, and we will see you here next Friday. Until then, stay healthy and stay hydrated. Okay, y'all. Good night.